Good night, people. Welcome once again. Welcome to our Sports Frenzzyy podcast. And you know that some football took place around today, but we're here to discuss it all. And I'm here with the voice. I'm also here with the all rounder, talking about Kims and Devin. Welcome, bro. Welcome. Everything good on the side?
Yes,
Every-
yacht.
Everything great. My boy Bearstone beating the leather. Oh God, a long time I sit down and watch. Long time I sit down and watch a cricket game, brother. But today, I say, when I talk about, remember, Levon, I say Joe Root. If Joe Root no make runs, England no good. I said, nah, I don't like. They're playing against the West Indies. When they were 48 for 4, I'm like, no worries. I know somebody gonna sit down and hold a partnership. And then your boy Devin wrote start ball, be a sharp ball, and the man him start clobbering over the but Holder was good. Holder remind me of myself back in my prime. In my great in my grey shield prime. Holder was good. He was good. He was very economical. Lot of maidens and so that one was good. My boy Aaron Rodgers got the bag. A lot of NFL news. Russell Wilson going over to the Broncos. John, I'm sorry to the NFL season done, but may find a way to squeeze it in for one of them show, yeah.
As per usual. But here what? Since as I just talk about cricket, I know that we're going to have a cricket show Thursday. Well, likely I'll be hosting that one. But Devin,
Yo,
you're in tune to that game, and you know what was West Indies' downfall in that game? Too many drop catches.
yes, yacht.
The man then drop Dan Lawrence, then drop Joe Root, then drop even Beerstow, all of those guys, Stokes, and that is the reason why West Indies find themselves in the position that they're in. And you can't tell me say have a team 48 for 4, and then all of a sudden you start ball the ball short, you you just totally forget about your line and lane. And
That's a,
that's
that's
true.
the thing why this is the thing why they stop watch West Indies cricket, because like we don't know how to continue to do it every series. And the team demoralizing more while. Like when they have a team, you see if it was West Indies 48 for 4, I promise you West Indies get licked out for probably 100 and England a battery. You understand? But Dave
My brother,
can't
I
really just
just,
put himself in the category. I mean, Michelle, back in my prime, if you go up at George and you're looking at the books and you're looking at the Bursa office, what's your name, Miss Crosby? If you're looking at Miss Crosby office, I'll whole heap of time and get Sportsman of the Year. And a joke sportsman you see come on this show, Michelle. You think we just come here
Michelle,
for
I can confirm that. But what I can't confirm, you know, if I for cricket. Me know they get sports for enough time. Can confirm that, Michelle. Honestly. But me
But
know
yeah,
about
man,
cricket part.
go ahead, boss.
And
Can me
so
know you
here
for
what?
play ball and run, but me know where cricket part.
So it's indeed an all rounder then.
Yeah,
But
man, yeah. I have to give him props to that.
let's talk about some football, and I'm just going to get right into it. And I'm going to start off with a game that, for some weird reason, Shakes thought that Salzburg could have sprung a surprise. But Bayern and Nagelsmann wasn't having any of that, and boy, they walloped and whopped Salzburg by 7 goals to 1. Lewandowski with a first half a trick, um, Sane with 2 assists and a goal, and Lewandowski even got an assist at the end of the game. So you look at it, man. Bayern were just class today, and it just building a conversation that I kept on thinking before even this fixture was played. And the thing is that other people are saying that this season there is no clear favorite in the Champions League. So first up, Kim, do you think there's any clear favorites, or you think that it's just one that the team that is good enough on the day will win?
Absolutely. I think okay, so I think there is a bunch of good teams right here, and then some
Mm.
teams don't have no chance. Like United, Atletico, and them in another bubble, yeah. Them not have no chance. But the teams them when we think in the bubble that really have a chance, I think obviously the Liverpools of the world, the Bayerns, the Manchester City, and obviously the PSG, because I think Real Madrid gone home tomorrow. All right, so I think those four teams, between those four teams, I believe that will be where the championship is decided. Chelsea, Chelsea can come good any day, but I don't think that they have enough, especially you know, up front and all of the things that's been going on with Chelsea. I just don't think they have enough. But my favorite, obviously, I tell you, I think it's PSG. I go win it. From morning, I don't have anything concrete to tell you why, but they just have a lot of superstars, and I think in these knockout competitions, I just think superstars will always get it done. They'll find a way, and sometimes the matchups them because I think if PSG avoid, for example, a Bayern until the final, I think the final anything goes. Whoever come out and play the best football can win it at that point in time. So, PSG is my favorite. I think you have a bubble where any of these four teams can win it, and then the other teams will just know say them they must prepare them bags to go.
And there's Michelle telling us, Kim's a better not lie telling me, because I have strong links with STGC. My grandpa, dad, brother, uncles, and cousins went there. I'm going down there to look for these medals.
But you probably not know my real name though, Michelle. So we'll probably have to talk off here and think. But a real thing, man, you can send all your great grand down there. Anybody who wants to send down there.
All right, so Devin, no, that's your man that I'll get into your game eventually, but I think, Stan, do you think your team has a chance still? Because, I mean, 1-0 still, but do you think Real Madrid has a realistic chance of winning this competition? And who do you see as a standout right now that you can say, yeah, this is the team?
Well, we're not going to start because of no. I'm not going to start because from the beginning of the season I said that I'm more concerned with winning the league, but I'm just optimistic of Europe and where we're at right now. I'm still optimistic that we can go to the next round. I'm not confident about winning the Champions League. I'm not going to say yes, like the Real Madrid when Ramos and Ronaldo was there now, but I'm just being optimistic and I'm thinking yes, we can go through and do something tomorrow, because the way we played PSG before and now we at home, we should feel better, even though PSG have more star-studded team. Can put aside those three of Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe. They have other guys who are really good players, the Icardi and Di Maria. But as it relates to a clear favorite, I just wanted to add something to that where it's like all right, I use this comparison because I have Bayern as a favorite, and I think they're more hungry to win it. Other teams are hungry as well, but it's where people always judge PSG to say, okay, it's their performance in Europe matters because the league is a bush league, because people always say the French league is a bush league. All right, so with Bayern now, it's not that nobody's going to say the German league is a bush league, but they will be judged on the performance in Europe as well because they're so good. They're so good. They're so superior to the other teams in Germany. And it's not because the German league is a bush league. You understand me? It's because they're so good and they're expected to win, and they obviously they fell short last year. So this year, I think they want to set out to say, okay, we have to win this Champions League. Because the way you see they play sometime in the Bundesliga, I watch it. I watch it not very regular, but I watch it regular enough to see. Okay, sometimes I just toying with this league. You know what I mean? So I think I have them as a good favorite, and until Manchester City can get the well, I don't want. I was going to use a term, but I want to withdraw that because until I can get the win in Europe, I'm yet to see, okay, Man City is favorite because they always come in with this, and then when they reach to the crunch time, they don't deliver. I want to see them deliver and get a win first, and then next year I can say, oh, yes, Man City is a clear favorite, but I don't have Man City as no clear favorite. Bayern.
Okay. Big up to the comment section. I see Shem Jack, I see Michelle, and also say like big up on yourself. And here's Michelle saying that if Man City don't win Champions League this season, I'm going to start judging them. I've been giving them a pass, but no more.
Come on, start judging
Michelle,
them.
no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. When I think to the Champions League, that's something easy for win. We could be honest. Don't make the Ronaldo winning no much time in a row. Real Madrid winning 3 times in a row. Don't make that food. In the Champions League are probably one of the hardest competitions them for win out there. In the EPL, easy cheesy. Bundesliga, easy cheesy. La Liga is always those two teams, probably Atletico coming at the thing. But I think the Champions League is probably one of the hardest things to win. Sometimes, again, look at Man City versus Chelsea. You know, I just think, Man City have been there right on the edge, but I give them props for making it to the finals. If they don't win it this year, I'm not gonna take anything from Pep. Try again next year. I
No,
don't think it's a foregone conclusion. Why Ancelotti getting knocked out tomorrow? Why we not put some pressure on Ancelotti running away with the La Liga, but in the Champions League
no.
struggling?
While I agree with you with saying that it's not easy to win, but put aside a few years, right? Put aside a couple of years where you call it like a
Mm-hmm.
one anomaly or so like that.
Yeah.
There's a common thing with the teams that win the Champions League. They spend a lot of money. Good squad. They have depth in the squad and they spend a lot of money. Get what I'm saying? So with Man City now, they've been spending a lot of money. So we are expecting, even though it's difficult to win, other teams who spend a lot of money, they get over it. They get over the hurdle and they reach the final
Oh,
destination of lifting the trophy. So
Manchester
we
United,
have to judge them based on that. You
Manchester
know what I mean?
United, Manchester United,
Spend a lot
Manchester
of
United
money.
spend a lot of money.
But
Haven't
at no
reached
point
there.
everybody have them in here as any favorite. Nobody know have them near to favorite when Man City, even though they spend a lot of money.
I just want City to continue and try and reach the finals. We're not gonna solve all the time. Exactly. I mean, look at
Right.
and again, I can show you something. Let us look at. Let me draw a parallel to basketball. Look at LeBron James. Go to the finals 10 times, but he has only won 4 times. Like these finals are not easy thing to win. In the Champions League, first of all, let us look at the last Champions League. I think Pep thought too much about the game and started some coaches. But separate and apart from that, you have all these quality players. At one point, the coach can't always be perfect. I believe that there must be a point in time where one or two players can say, all right, the coach don't have it today. I have to step up and use my individual brilliance. And no Manchester City player was able to do that in the Champions League final against Chelsea. When they played against Tottenham, it was the same thing. The players were a shell of themselves. But when they went back to the Premier League, though, it was all roses. It was all fun and roses and
But
games.
but Kims, listen though, Kims, and that is where I
Mm-hmm.
kind of went off track a bit because at the end of the day, one of the main reason why City brought in Pep was to win the Champions League because remember that Pellegrini, Mancini, and those guys won Premier League for them, right? So Premier League
I
wasn't
don't.
necessarily the reason. That wasn't necessarily the reason why they brought him in, and people has been using this as a stick for Pep over the past few years because ever since he left Barcelona, you know that he hasn't won a Champions League since.
No, no,
So
the people who are doing it, Levon, are the people on Facebook. I don't think Man City specifically brought in Pep to say, "Hey, I wanted to win a Champions League," because he
no,
has
man,
his.
that
I
is
think they
part of
were.
the reason.
No,
It it, it was written.
I think they
Is that
brought
is
in
that the
Pep.
Facebook
Huh?
people?
Who? Yeah. Who's where in Pep? Like, man, I want you just to tell me, want to feel like, I want to see some
So,
solid evidence, want to see some facts.
all right.
Where in the hold on,
I
there,
can't
hold on,
find it.
hold
All
on.
right, go ahead, Kings.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Find it for me, because I believe that they brought in Pep. Obviously, one, he's a better coach than all those people. So you're gonna bring in the
Correct.
best coach. Two, I think they brought in for Man City dominance. Not only dominance all over. In the Premier League, FA Cup, all of that, they want to win everything. Manchester City
Why
wanted to
does
be
why
the
why does
dominant force.
why does the Premier League and FA Cup, Premier League and
No,
Champions League? Don't
no,
leave that out
FA
of
Cup,
it.
Champions League, all of them. But I'm saying they didn't specifically say, "Hey, I don't care if you won't win anything else, but I wanted to win the Champions League." No, obviously you want to win all trophies that you enter in. But if
No,
you
but
don't
Kems,
win
look,
the
look, look at
Champions,
it now. Look at it
uh-huh.
now. Remember that he's that good, so they expect him to win the league as well. But it's his performance in Europe now that is going to be held against him. That's what I'm getting at now. Because at the end of the day, you know that he's that good. Bayern, what league same way. Coming in with City, you expect him to win some EPL title same way. But Europe is where it's at. City want that Champions League. They do. Because as I mentioned, it's not a case as if it's a team that hasn't won the EPL before. They have. Under Pep, as I said, they expect to win the league as well. However, they expect to win the Champions League as well. And he's been there since what, 2015, I believe?
Yeah.
2015 thereabouts. So it has been a while. So I mean, people are going to use that against him.
I mean, people use again. I don't hear. I don't know who wanna listen to or who wanna watch, but I watch a lot of football people, and I never hear a football person say Pep is not a good coach because he don't win the Champions League. I never heard a football person say Pep is not the greatest football manager ever because he doesn't win a Champions League, or he needs to win a Champions League in order to be considered the
With
greatest.
City.
Or he needs to win it with City to be considered the greatest. Absolutely not. I just think his
You
Facebook
need, you need,
people.
you need to watch Makova more, man, because he has been criticized by
No,
a lot of pundits for it.
who? Tell me who, so I can go look
Just
them
to
up
check
as soon
it.
as you show up. No, tell me
Just
who.
check it.
No more
I'll,
than
I'll
tell me
find it.
who.
I'll find it and send it to you as
Yes,
soon as the show is finished.
please, because I've never seen anyone come out and say, and I don't think that is a measuring stick where you can say, oh, well, he didn't win a Champions League with this. The man, everywhere the man has been, he has been absolutely dominant. Everywhere he has been, he has played excellent football. Everywhere he has been, you have to put some respect on the man name for the team when built, the egos when managed, and everything that he has established within the different clubs. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and now Manchester City. We have to put some respect on the man name. So I'm not going to use, oh, hey, you never win a Champions League with Manchester City, you know, so hey, or you can't win a Champions League without Messi. No, I'm not going to say them things. I'm going to say them things that doesn't banter.
I'm asking a question, Kims.
Yeah.
How long did Sir Alex manage Man United for?
How much years? Only for years. Almost 20
20 odd
years or
years,
something like
right?
that.
20 odd. Now, if there's one thing you will hold against Sir Alex, what would that be?
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. Me
Well,
personally,
that's you.
absolutely nothing.
Me personally, I hold it against him that he doesn't have enough Champions League title under his belt. For a man that is so dominant in the league, he should have won more Champions League.
Bad man. Again, I'll go back to Uno just sitting down. Not even Uno, we just sitting down here and just say, hey, boy, Sir Alex should have win this, or Pep should have win this. It's not something that is so easy to win. All right, how much Champions League Sir Alex win?
I think it's either two. I think it's two.
Two with United.
99 and 2008.
The one where Terry missed
And he went to 4 finals.
I went to 4 finals. Okay, so the other 2 finals. First of all, the one against Barcelona, absolutely no chance. No chance whatsoever he had. You remember when Messi scored ahead of it? He had absolutely no chance to win those other 2. And the one where against...
Listen where you're going now. Because, all right, Sir Alex in his tenure dominated England. But if you look at United squad, it was relatively average. Only him could get the best out of it. Well, I'm bringing across to use that for a man that was there for that long, he could have gotten a reinforcement to compete in Europe way better. Because remember we're not talking about a man who did it for about 10 years, we're talking about 20 odd years.
No, but
20 years, he could have won more Champions League from.
No, not necessarily. You have to understand. Every coach will come in and have a particular philosophy. Probably, I believe Sir Alex's philosophy was to work with average players. You have a couple great players or a couple players that eventually became great, but I don't think Sir Alex would have a team like a Man City. I don't think Sir Alex would have want a Man City team with all those superstars around him. I don't think Sir Alex would have want that. I think Sir Alex would have prefer a player who just work hard and just follow the instructions and give them and just go there and execute. Those are the type of players I'm see Sir Alex gravitate to. Unlike a Pep want you to work hard now, but Pep want talented players who are very cerebral.
What you said about Sir Alex isn't true though, because in his latter years at United, he went after Eden Hazard, he went after Oscar, Lucas Moura, and all those guys, and those guys are technical players.
They work hard.
If you can put Lucas Moura aside if you want to, but Hazard is technical, Oscar is technical.
Okay, but let us talk about who was in the team. We have Anderson, we have Tom Cleverley, we have what the man name? Overton, we have John O'Shea, Sylvester. Look at all. No, I'm just saying. When I'm looking at a Sir Alex squad, I'm not looking at boy, this squad is full of talent. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying, boy, these are some hard workers, and Sir Alex managed to get the best out of them. Obviously, we know you have the David Beckham, the Paul Scholes, the Ryan Giggs, the Wayne Rooney's of the world. But I'm just saying, when you look at the full makeup of the squad, you're saying, hey, if I bring this squad in the Champions League against a Bayern Munich, this squad not supposed to win anything.
But you're making a point.
But I'm saying, how is it? So you're saying that he's supposed to win more Champions League because he should have done more reinforcement.
Had he done reinforcement to compete in Europe, he would have won Champions League. Sir Alex over and over throughout his tenure was just hell-bent focus on winning the Premier League.
Yeah. So you want him to win the Champions League? That's just
he should have won more.
That's your own personal thing that you want him.
I wanted more.
Okay.
Yeah, because of his dominance.
If Pep wins 0 champions, if Pep don't win no more Champions League team career, he'll still be one of the greatest
I
managers,
am
if not
going
the
to hold it
greatest of all
against
time.
him. I am going to
Huh?
hold it. No, I'm not going to take it away as him being one of the greatest. No. But you see, in terms of him getting over that home fan say yes, cement everything. I'm going to hold it against him. Why? Based on the teams that he coached, based on the players that he brought in. These are high caliber players that could have won, should have won. Simple as that. No matter you tell me say your players never step up in finals, at the end of the day, the coach will be the one that will come under the scrutiny.
Come under the
As I
scrutiny
said,
from people, from persons who are come under scrutiny from persons who are unfair. Because
I
when
don't
Pep
agree.
win,
That's case of unfair.
because when Pep win, all I hear, oh, he has the best players in England. Oh, he has Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, he has Ryan Sterling. He has Sergio Aguero. He has this. That's all I hear. But when him lose though, and I mean that's how it always happens on all levels of sports. But I'm saying we just have to be fair. When I talk about analysts, them, we personally, as as aspiring persons, we have to be fair when we are doing analysis of coaches. If we ever say the players them at fault, the players them forget the glory when they win, the players them forget the same amount of blame when they lose. We can't now praise the players when they win and then, hey, a Pep fault. Oh, Pep fault made them drop out against Tottenham. Pep fault made them never win against Chelsea. Pep fault made them drop out against Leon. Nothing about the players. No, man. I think we have to do better than that for sure. As I say, Pep now have to win no more Champions League. For me, see how great that man is. That man is one of the greatest managers I've ever seen coach a football game in my life. If not for win nothing more. If him
And
get
what
relegated,
the greatest you have ever seen?
for
Give
me,
me a top five. Yeah, you personally.
personally for me, Pep. Pep number
Hey,
one
number
for me.
one.
That's number one for me.
Okay.
Freaking Sir Alex would I give number two
Okay.
for me. So Pep, Sir Alex, and then Klopp for me. Those are my three. I can't bother think about number right now. But those are my three managers who
All
we
right.
see. And when I look at the totality of what they do, I'm not only looking at wins and losses. I am looking at when you face adversity. What do you do? I'm looking at tactics where you implement. I'm looking at how you manage egos. I'm looking, are you a leader of men? Those are the things I am looking for when I compress who is the greatest manager for me.
I'm gonna tell you one man that I'll have in my greatest of all time listing.
Let me know, no?
See that? Yes. Who I think I'm going to go with?
I don't know. Let me hear.
There's a particular man that man brought pretty football to England. You see that same fella named Arsene Wenger? He might not have won much, but that man is one of the best coaches I've ever seen. When I talk about improving garbage players and pretty football, Wenger was the man for that, and I have to have him in my listing.
Oh
All
yeah,
when he
oh
don't
yeah,
win.
yeah, man, yeah, man. Nothing. The man so out of football, so like I nothing to remember about that man.
Yeah, man,
But
Wenger,
yeah,
Wenger is no normal coach.
yeah, I put him in
And
there too. Fourth,
you know what to
fourth.
have him there? It's just like I mentioned about Fergie that some average teams I see them bring them to win titles and all that. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
years upon years, Wenger has a average bunch of players at Arsenal, and this man make top
Absolutely,
four every single season. So I have to have
absolutely,
him there.
definitely.
Devin, can join the convo and give us your opinion about whatever.
No, I was just saying because Kems it kind of stuff weight and I'm kind of losing point. No,
Oh,
the thing with
my
Pep,
fault, bro.
that Pep was that Kems was arguing. Kems was he started making it look like it was a Pep thing. I'm not making it like a Pep thing. I'm just looking at a Manchester City thing because to me they don't win. I'm not gonna say it's Pep's fault. I'm with him with that one, but my point is it's a Manchester City thing as an organization because that's when you look at it, they have they have a good squad and they spend a lot of money. You see, if they had a bad coach now, we could say, all right, they have a bad coach. But they have a good coach, they have a good team, and they have all that is required to win. So it's not a Pep thing. So I don't want you to feel like I was arguing from a Pep point of view because I have Pep as the goat in terms of coaching. So I'm not going to look at it as a Pep thing. I'm just looking at it as a organization, as a team itself, and the players them too. Just like you said, sometimes even the coach may have a philosophy, may have a certain whatever or strategy. As a star in the team, you have to just pick up the team and put it on your back. Yeah. Yeah. So I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay.
But just like I call Kim to start the show, and I talk about cricket, and I'm with the women on this thing. So just for the people to know, the West Indies women playing, they made 225 for 6 against England at the innings break. 225 for 6. Matthews again, she got 45 Levon from 58 ball, and our girl Stephanie Taylor, she's having a hard time with the bat so far. She made her ducks. First ball duck, as a matter of fact. So 225 for 6. England women, they are yet to start their reply. So for all the people there, you can check in that game.
All right, and before I wrap up on this coach that conversation, what I'll say is that my top 5 in no particular order. Well, I can go particular order if I want. So Fergie has to be top still. Even though I criticize him because I've not winning much Champions League, he's top. Pep would be second for me. And no matter how cuss him out, no matter how burn out in style of football, Jose Mourinho has to be in the mix. Arsene Wenger has to be up there and clap. Of what I have seen. I mean, there's great coaches before me, but of what I have seen, those are my 5.
I'm gonna tell you with Mourinho, you know. I'm gonna tell you with Mourinho why. As again, I'm tell you say my grading scale kind of different because he is a winner. Can't take that from him. He find a way for win. But again, him get marks down and being a leader of men. I don't like that. You know, being a leader in the locker room, I don't like that. And again, you know, and you see like how Wenger left out the coaching thing and gonna do talk about World Cup every 2 years and so, then sure, we do that. Mourinho still coaching, and the more him coach, and the more the thing I water down.
But Ken, the reason, you know, at what age you when I leave coaching alone? When a man was basically late 60s or early 70s, I believe. Okay. Mourinho is still in his 50s, you know, bro.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, exactly. So what I'm saying is, the jobs that Mourinho took after his little, remember, he went back to Chelsea and Chelsea run him away. Remember? Then after that, I think he went to United. After he went to United, then him do what him do with United. Then him become a cancer in the locker room. United run him away. After that, him go to Tottenham. Him go talk down to the players and I call the players this and that. Them run him away. Now he's at Roma and getting his butt kicked left, right, and center. So I'm saying, when you're a coach, right? You think, all right, you think a man like Pep I gonna take up a Roma job? You think Pep would have said, okay, I'm gonna coach Napoli. Okay, I'm gonna coach Roma. Oh, I'm gonna coach Tottenham Spurs. Pep now do them things because Pep know is a legacy business, and him now gonna tell him legacy.
You like Klopp, right?
Klopp
would do it.
Yeah, but Klopp is not the GOAT. Pep is. So
listen, I never said Jose was a GOAT, and I said I have him up there in the list.
You have him top 5.
Remember that I said I have Pep as the second, you know. Mourinho would be around 3rd or 4th thereabouts.
But why have and really quickly, I know we have to move on, but why have Sir Alex?
What time, man? We have time.
Why have Sir Alex over Pep?
All right, yes, you mentioned about totality. So when I take the talent that he has worked with versus what Pep has worked with, I see, as we may keep on mentioning, this man worked with Cleverly, Henderson, John O'Shea, Owen Hargreaves.
He has one more with this time.
All of that, bro. I actually think so. And that's the producer I just mentioned. I was just getting along that line. The man has one with way less talent.
Okay. Again, all right, he's one with, but then again, all right, you think let's talk about it. If Pep coach for 20-something years, where Sir Alex coach, if him coach one club for 20-something years, who do you think would win more trophies? Who do you think will have more accolades? Pep or Sir Alex? Based on what Sir Alex win, if Pep coach the same amount of time at one club, who do you think would have more Champions League? I think Pep.
I don't know.
Well, Sir Alex have 2. Sir Alex have 2, right? And I think how much Pep have? How much Champions League Pep have?
How much him have? 2. Yeah, I think he has 2 as well.
All right, and Pep no coach 20-something years to get them 2.
Yeah, he hasn't coached 20-something, but he has been coaching for a good while though.
What Jermaine say? Pep have 2 so far in 15 years.
2 in 15, right?
Yeah.
2 in
Yeah.
15 years.
All right.
Pep have 2 in
You,
26 years.
and Sir Alex have 2 in 26 years. Jesus
But let's
Christ.
also factor in that. Let's also factor in that Pep has spent way more than Sir
Mm-hmm.
Alex.
Levon, let me show you something. If me own a business and you own a
Just can't
business,
find
and
because we have
listen,
3.
well, I know, producer, Levon, if me and you run a business, me I run my business, you are run your business. You
Mm.
decide, say, you want to pump money in your business, and me decides, oh, well, hey, let me just stay with my little average workers over here and build. And then you become more successful than me. Me can't look on it now and say, well, hey,
Now
guess
listen,
what,
Kevin.
Levon,
Listen
no,
what
hold
I'm
on,
going
no.
to do.
Hold on, no. We can't look at it and say Levon pump more money in the film business. So as a result of that, it's an unfair comparison. Sir Alex, Manchester United, the Glazers could have given Sir Alex money to spend. Pep decided that okay, this is how I want to play football. These are the footballers that I need in order to execute my philosophy. I'm not going to take marks off a Pep for that. I'm not going to do that. If Sir Alex want to
No,
work
no,
with
but
mediocre,
Kevin,
okay.
listen up, Kevin. You have to do that. Reason being, if you look at a man that develop average, like literal average, but all right, for instance, we're going to use Devin as a teacher now. Devin, you as a teacher, Zane,
Mm.
you have this kid in your class that constantly
Average.
get 20s and 30s. And then you have this kid that normally gets the 80s and the 90s. Eventually, the one that has been getting the 20s and 30s, you bring that kid up and that kid start getting the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. Which one of these students' performance would you be more satisfied with?
Mm-mm. The
Which
one
one
where
would
you bring up.
stand out more for you?
No, but I don't think that is a I don't think that one is a good analogy. Let me give you another analogy.
It is
Because
because they're average. That's what I'm getting across to you. That they're average,
no,
and because this man used the average and win the same thing that this man that has the high grade has won, you have to judge
all
it on
right,
that.
Devin. So let me give you another teacher analogy. Devin, I want you to answer this. I want you to answer this for me, Devin.
Yeah.
There is a teacher at Campion College. You know Campion College, that's the gold standard. So there's a teacher at Campion College with 50 students in the class, and there's a teacher, let's say, at Haile Selassie with same 50 students. However, you know that there's a different standard between the two schools, right? Yes. But those 50 students get all grade ones in mathematics. But let's say,
50 with that campaign.
yeah, the 50 what they are Campion get all grade ones, right? But then let's say for Haile Selassie now, only five, only 10 get grade ones, right? But obviously there's a different standard, right? Who would you say now is the better teacher out of the two? The one who get the 50 ones or the one who lift the standard from ALCLC and bring them up to 10 ones? Which one would you say is the better teacher in that situation?
Not a good analogy, but I'll
It's
let you run through.
no, how is it?
It's a very flawed analogy, but
It cannot
run
no,
through
it
Devin.
cannot be
It's
no.
Answer
flawed.
it. It's flawed.
It's flawed, Kim. Let me tell you one of the reasons why it's flawed, right? The top
Why is
Tell me
it
how it's
flat?
flawed.
The top math teacher
Yeah.
in Jamaica, we call math specialists. They use those teachers to teach the schools that are slower, where students are slow. The top math teachers.
That's not true. That's definitely not
No,
true. I am telling
all the government
hey,
Why you
specialist
mean
teachers
them use the
can.
top math teacher slow school them?
Josh, what you
Kim,
tell me, Josh, man?
is
No,
it the
Josh, what I'm
government?
No, better you
what
tell me
I'm
say them
Specifically
get
talking along
specialists
the line
regarding
of this.
school here, but you can't
The
tell me they
math
just
specialist teachers, right? The math
Mhm.
specialist teachers are put into government institution where the kids are actually slower. Specialist teachers.
so which teacher them put for Campion where the
Kim,
students are fast?
Watch me now, but look, Mr. Producer, math specialist
uh,
teacher, a math specialist teacher does not necessarily mean that another teacher who is not considered to be a math specialist teacher is better, you know.
I know.
I know that math specialist teacher meaning because I could be a smart dude in physics, chemistry, everything in numbers overall and science subject. I'm just say, all right, let me go focus on math. Math specialist now, that's where you go at college. That's what you focus on.
Yeah,
You
that's what
know,
they focus on.
and you
But
have those
God,
strategies to
you
bring it
do know that,
across.
Devin.
But me now, we're just smart in maths. Like say level, I just want a smart dude no matter what. I could have maths,
Uh-huh.
chemistry, bio, everything. And him a do maths. You can't tell me say you were a specialist. Is a better teacher than me, and me I get
But
the
you
same
do know that the
result.
specialists are paid
So you have to
higher.
watch how you use the math
So
specialist
basically,
for me, you know.
yeah, I understand what you're saying, but you do know that the government pay the math specialist teachers higher than the
No,
normal math teachers.
yes,
Yeah,
Josh, but
because
The
that
reason
because
why
of
they
the
pay them
point them
higher,
get
I
them
know.
got the rougher schools.
But
Huh?
Josh,
there's a thing where, you know, when you got a certain era, you will get because you're working worse condition. And definitely the
And
situation where Kim use that the
uh,
condition that school is worse
yeah,
than Campion.
exactly, and that's why what I'm saying is Sir Alex is Hail Selassie, and Pep is champion. So Pep have everything to his disposal. Sir Alex don't have everything to his disposal, so he have to turn water into wine, basically, theoretically speaking. But Pep have everything at champion because champion is the gold standard. So I'm saying if these two teachers come up and you say, oh well, hey, these students never get a 1 yet, you know, but as soon as this teacher come in, they get 10 ones over here. But champion, they always get ones. But this teacher get 51, but they always get ones. Which teacher you gonna look on and say? You gonna say, oh, here's Selassie teacher better than champion? No, because the results are the results. So we can't look on Sir Alex and say, oh well, him win 26 years, 2 Champions League, and Pep 15 years, 2 Champions League. Pep dominate a league, make people have to be scared and go out there go buy how much in players to try to compete with him. Everywhere Pep goes, he dominates. Every single way. Everywhere
no,
Pep
not
goes,
two
him is.
Kens.
But
Not
this is
true.
one thing I'm going to say with the
We're
coaching
gonna use
and,
we're gonna use the
and
new
the
Jamaican
teaching thing.
education system model, right? To put aside the argument there, right? Jamaica have a new model that they released
No.
last year by a
But
professor
hold
from
on,
overseas,
producer,
right?
before hold on,
This
the
is what
producer,
they
before you
look at,
talk.
what they
Hold
look
on, the
at, right?
producer. Hold on, the
Uh,
producer. Before you talk, me not try have an education system
That,
conversation, you know. Me not,
no,
that's not what me
I'm
are
gonna
trying.
use it for
That's not
maths
what me are
because as the
trying.
judges are maths, you know, the judges are
thing
maths
is,
and English. So the new model of education is what they look at to determine the top schools, right? Is not the school that get the most grade ones. Is the school that improve. Is the school that improve the most in terms of taking students from one level to another level. That is why this year, right, the model suggested that Glenmuir is the top school in the country. Not Campion, even though Campion get more grade ones than them, right? Because the students that came into Glenmuir from first form were able to move from a B level or C level to an A level within 3-4 years. That's the model
Yes,
that they use. So if you're able to
Josh.
improve somebody from 30% to 70-80%, they see
I,
those teachers, right, as a better teachers than those who are able to get grade ones.
I'm Mr. Producer. I'm the two things and then me leave the argument. Because you know, most
That's
time
a
I get
new
tired.
model that education system is being using now.
A new model that can be flawed because them kind of use it up here to judge certain things. And you know me though,
Uh,
me get to you to me know say. Me get to you to me know so that you there. Me know, all right. Me not like use the word dunce. Him is not that academically competent. And then use it what they call a so growth. In some growth thing, what model them call it up here. And me just get that youth there and some other youth to me know so whatever. And then me know them not gonna reach range 4, but me bring them to a range 2. And range 2 are the range where you need to go to the next grade up here. If you don't reach level 2, you're not got the next grade. So me, them was at a level like you would say 0.5. And me just bring it up to 2 and them look for me as a genius. But me just work with them the youth there and put it to my portfolio and say, yes, we bring them youth there. So sometimes them things that can be flawed when you look on how you choose like the bad one and bring it up. But just comment on something I can't say. I want to close up with this, where that is concerned. You see with the coaching thing and the teaching thing where you use, all right. There's a school of thought whereby they say it is just as difficult. And me can go into some facts tomorrow. It's just as difficult to have like, you see those 50 kids that came to talking a champion. It's just as difficult to maintain those kids and keep them motivated at 51 because guess what? If one of those kids drop into like a 80s or get a level 2, people gonna look at you as a failure as a teacher. So there's a school of thought where some theorists look at it to say sometimes it can be just as difficult to keep those kids motivated and keep them at a level 1
Absolutely.
as it is to bring the slower ones up to the
Absolutely.
level
Because
1.
look at
Yeah, man,
this.
there's a school of thought in
Absolutely.
that. So
but
Absolutely.
Devin, right?
Because
That possibility is rare though.
I
It's
see him.
very rare.
No,
It's
you
not
know,
going
but
to
I
try
see
to
him thing
make
with the
that.
coaching,
It's
you know. So
rare.
like when I say with Pep,
Even going
and we say
into high
Pep
school
get
now, I'm going to
everything,
get grade
we have
one.
to watch it to
well,
say, yeah.
That's a rare possibility, Devin. And you know that too. Because the
well,
students are going to
And we
have
just
an
tell us
academic,
all the
they
thing
are
can be
not going to
argued,
fail.
boss.
They're not going to
Josh,
fail.
Josh,
But
Josh,
Because
listen,
you
listen,
listen,
can't have
listen,
a
listen,
you know
you
listen.
what
can't
going
have
on
an
with the coaching
education
thing now?
system, cause
When Pep get all that and Pep now win no league title, it's so easy
ex,
to jump and say, it's get all the
ex,
money And you know win nothing.
Exactly.
So,
No,
but
Exactly.
when
brother,
you
I'm
win
not
And,
coming
something
with
and
that,
now,
man.
no,
Listen now,
no,
man.
but
no,
when
Listen,
you
listen,
win
Levon,
because
something, we
Levon,
want to
totally
sweep
Levon.
it down on
absent.
the carpet,
No,
Levon.
do not say that because when Sir Alex don't win, the first thing ever hear, hey, you have Anderson in the midfield, or John O'Shea and Sylvester in the centre back. Oh, all improvement with that. Hey, Sir Alex I turn water into wine. When Pep don't win, hey, you not for win with that star-studded team, huh? Or you can't win with them. But I'm saying,
Yeah, so when
as
you
just
win now, you have to give me praise.
Me I got
got to
pick
give
up
him the
back on
praise.
Kim's point. I'm gonna beat Kim's in the one point.
But
Hold on,
when,
producer.
well,
Hold on,
let
producer.
me pick Kevin
Done,
stuff.
go on,
But when
listen.
Liverpool beat them 2 years ago, Pep City did have a better team than Liverpool. Wasn't that a fact? And
No,
Liverpool
no,
beat
that's not.
them.
No, that's not a fact. I think the teams were close. The teams were
No,
close. What we are
Liverpool had
talking
a better
about?
team in terms of
What we are
quality
talking about with?
than City.
What,
No, but Kims, listen, you make a point earlier on that I want to pick up on, right? You said that Pep set a standard that every coach have to run come with setting records and all that shit, right? In Premier League.
yes.
But you as a United man, Kims, come on. Years upon years, Fergie was in a position to easily get 100 points in the league. And you know what Fergie did? Give all the academy players game. This man stopped playing in first 11 when they reach a particular time in the season when no sign win the league. Pep now rest players.
Please.
Right through is the same strong starting 11 until season. And we say this year upon year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what I'm implying is that
That's his
what I'm
philosophy.
implying is that
That's his philosophy. Uh-huh.
no, but you know what I'm saying now. What I'm implying, Kims, is that Fergie could have set the same records that Pep is setting had he played the same starting 11 go right through the entirety of the season.
Listen, Levon. If Ilian running at the Olympics and don't break the world record because she slowed down, I'm not going to say, hey, guess what? Let me give Ilian the world record because she slowed down. Absolutely not. What you do what you do, and that may I work with. So if you don't get the amount of points that Pep get, I Pep may I work with. Pep get the points because him play the play. That's how I may I work with. Me now work with Sir Alex play academy players. That's why I never get the points. Him don't win the league early. No, me don't want to hear that. Them think they're semantics because guess what? Him could have played first starters and still not win the games. So them think they're like
You can use those
semantics.
as variables. It's just like Klopp. Remember that Klopp got 99 points, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And that's more than what if that's more points than what Sir Alex Ferguson ever got in the league. So, and Klopp get the 99 and still come second.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that the
That's it.
argument was us because Levon say Sir Alex is the GOAT. So I just really wanted to know why he said Sir Alex is the GOAT.
Yeah, but I already told you. For any man to improve both players into good players, I have to give them props. Versus a man who has players that are basically up there already. But
You and I know that having so much great players and having those egos to manage is not the easiest thing to do in the world.
so
When
hold on, please. Listen, Kems, listen now. So since I said your draft for there, why is it that Zidane isn't rated as greater than Pep since he won 3 Champions League back to back with Real Madrid within 5 seasons with this
well,
big egos?
no, because Zidane have to do more. His body of work is too small. You can't coach with a small amount of time and want goal status. And
Bro,
that's a dis-
3 Champions League in
and
5 years. Look at that
you could
strike rate.
you could have
It's the
win
same thing.
five.
It's the same thing you're using. It's the same thing you're using.
Ferguson, yeah.
Fergie and Pep. You said 15 years and 2 Champions League versus 26 and 2. That's what I said.
No,
You know.
but no, I
Right.
was just talking. No, I was just talking about because you had the Champions League argument. But for me, for Pep, why I call Pep the GOAT is not only Champions League, and I said it before. Pep don't have to win another Champions League for me, and that will change nothing for me. Because Pep, for me, right now in a coaching, Pep is the gold standard. Zidane need more body of work to even come in the top 10 argument right now. He needs a lot more body of work. The body of
Three
work too
champions,
small.
3 Champions League in
It's,
5 years.
it's, it's like
Super.
you know that tell it's like you know that tell me say right now, oh, Jokic is the GOAT. Jokic is the GOAT. Jokic is the GOAT center right now. Like you know that tell me that. You need more body of work. You can't give Zidane that
But
trophy. That would
mind you
have
personally, for me, you know, one, I rate Zidane because I think he's a bug coach. People cuss me out
yeah.
on this program already say I don't know what I'm talking about. But either way, yeah, let's move on.
No,
So
hold on. One last thing. Again, when you rate coaches, again, you see trophies is a big thing for Uno. Big thing for Uno. When Olena win the trophy,
no
Uno
man,
beat
don't
him,
go
Uno
there,
cuss him.
man.
No,
Don't
you
go
know
there,
that trophy.
bro.
No, trophies is a big thing for Uno. Uno want trophies for boost up the ego. Oh yeah, the coach is a big coach. No, but look deeper than that. I want to see, and that's why again Zidane can't do another board conversation because I think tactically, I don't think Zidane is good. Devin probably can tell me because he's a Real Madrid man. But tactically, I don't think Zidane match up against the greatest of all time. I don't think he match up
But
against Pep.
James,
Don't think he
look
match
at
up
a man
against
like
Klopp.
me. You're saying trophies. How is it that I rate Eddie Howe as a good coach and that man has never won anything?
Well,
How do I
because
rate Julian Nagelsmann as a good coach and that man has never won anything?
no, because when Eddie Howe now the standard for Eddie Howe is different. Eddie Howe is at freaking Bournemouth and Newcastle. What you expect to win
Bro,
right this?
listen, I just pointed out Nagelsmann. I rate Nagelsmann as a good coach. He has never
Yeah,
won
but he
anything.
was didn't he? What which team was it? Wasn't he with Leipzig or whatever?
He started at Hoffenheim, and that's where I realized him that he's a good coach, and that man has
Yeah.
never won anything at Hoffenheim, never won anything with Leipzig, and I rate him as a good coach. So trophy is like the platter on top of everything, you know. What I look forward to is style of play, development, and all those things to determine what sort of coach you are. If I don't see all of those things, all right, you draw for the trophy argument. If it was trophy, bro, I would rate Mourinho highly, and I dislike Jose Mourinho wholeheartedly.
So what may I say, Levon, is not every coach will win trophies you ever like. And on every coach we don't win trophies you never like. So, but I'm saying, if you're going to, when you talk about a coach, or when you talk about a coach who is the GOAT, and you look at the totality, for me, I am just saying the way how Pep play the football, the way how Pep is a leader of men, the way how Pep manage the Eagles, and the way how Pep wins everywhere he goes. That is the GOAT for me. But if you say, Sir Alex, I'm not knock you, but I just wanted to know why.
Okay.
You
Then we
can't
can
link
move
them.
on.
Any coach in the world can stop Celtics and Rangers, right? In Scotland, I use Aberdeen and win 12 trophies, including 2 European Cups. Beating Real Madrid has to be the goal.
All right, let's get to the final one, in which that is Liverpool who got their butt kicked. Well, not really kicked, but the last 1-0 today, and I'm sure that a lot of Liverpool fans were on the edge because they got a lot of opportunities and they pushed them hit the post around 3 times, I believe. Nothing much to talk about there. Anything from any of you guys?
Nah, Sanchez bug as usual, and sell out the man them game. Again, no. I don't know what these players be thinking. Like, you know how important this game is. You know you're on a yellow card. Play the football smart. Use your brain. But I think getting that red card, going down to 10 men. Obviously, I think that would put you at a big disadvantage. It's not like you were leading the tie; you were chasing the tie. So even if Liverpool did concede and it was 2-2, the favor would still be in Liverpool. It would still be in Liverpool's favor because they are playing with 1-man advantage.
All right, to answer to you, Adrian Nicholson, I've seen the comment section blabbing about why United fans dislike Mourinho because he finished second in the league with the worst squad and whatever. Not. Well, they finished second. So what you're talking about? Well, let's move on. That's for another day. But Devin, over to you now. Your
Yes, sir.
tie, boy, your tie is poised tantalizingly, and your team is at home now. PSG leading 1-0. Mbappe was slated to be out, but he's fit and ready to go. But one man that is probably still disappointed is Sergio Ramos because probably he would want a piece of action against his former team, but it's not to be. So, do you see your team getting the W over PSG come tomorrow?
Oh, definitely, definitely. So, and I see this game going to extra time too. You know, I think it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be like a 2-1 in regular, and then Big Ben's gonna score in extra time. But then looking at the game too, like I was saying earlier, we're gonna miss Casemiro because I think he's suspended Casemiro and like Mendy. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know who they're gonna put there for Mendy. I hope because with Marcelo can't defend at all. You know what I mean? Even when he was in his prime and he was more fit, he was alive. He wasn't that great. I wouldn't say live, but he wasn't that great in defending as a left back, right? But we're gonna miss Casemiro tackling in the middle. So either Camavinga or Valverde will start. But looking at it, we still have Vinny Jr. and we still have Big Ben. So we're gonna be optimistic. And once we can, in the first game, we will defend relatively well. And we have a good keeper. So we just try to hold it and see if we can at least secure, if it's even a 2-0 victory in regular
Mm-hmm.
time. But I see the game finishing when a Real Madrid 1-0 win or a 2-1 win and it goes to extra time and we're going to get the winner in extra time. No penalty. But
Okay.
a concern that I have to put aside, I think Kroos will be out too. Tony Kroos. I think he says he's
Whoa.
injured. I almost
Wait,
sure I
wait.
see something where he's injured. That's why I say I stopped the reading because I see something where they say like some
No,
injury.
what he said was what Ancelotti actually said that if Tony Cruz is at 95%, he won't play. Him saying have to be at a full 100% to play. So him
Yeah.
need all guns blazing tomorrow. But it's a waste of time. Well, I'll wait until they finish and then I
Yeah.
go.
But you know, Luca will be still in there. But like the only thing with some of these, like what caught up with us from the Chelsea game from that time when Kems was saying is like midfield was too old. So some of those, you know, the players that we're looking for to step up, like especially in the middle, are the same old players where other players can easily run around. You know what I mean? But trust me, Casemiro missing him, but I didn't see anything to fear in the PSG team from the first leg. I don't see anything to fear. And the only man that I fear really is Mbappe, you know? Because Neymar is not looking his great self. You know,
Well,
Messi will come alive, but I still don't really fear Messi as well. I fear Mbappe right now. Even though Messi is playing good in Champions League and not good in domestic league, he's playing good in Champions League. But I
how
think
is
I
he?
think
Hold on, Devin.
what
Hold on.
what
You're getting me upset right now.
yeah, because
How is Messi not playing good in the domestic league? Tell me how.
how many games he played and how many games he played so far?
All right, so listen, Devin. This man missed 11 games in League One, and
Mm-hmm.
yet still this man is the leading assist maker with 11, even though he missed 11.
Mm-hmm. How many goals he has scored so far in the domestic league?
It doesn't matter how much he scored. That's
11
what I'm saying.
assists. 11 assists in a water down league where everybody talk about. It's like
Water down the league.
nobody can pick and choose to say when the league is good or not. Because everybody, including you, say is a bush league.
I've never said that. I've never uttered that
Everybody
out my mouth
regards
ever.
league. So now because the goat is there and you get a little 11 assists, some assists against some team where trust me, you could bring any team go there
When
and knock them out.
when Benzema score against Cadiz or whatever, you jump up. When Vinny score against them, you jump up. So why
Yeah.
is it that? And I don't think, and I think
The
a
bottom team,
team
them, the
like
Real Madrid can boast up them bottom
let
team in the
you're
French league
crazy.
easily,
Like a
easily,
team,
easily. You
you're
think
crazy.
Mets can come play some Levante? Anyways, for the game tomorrow, we're optimistic that we're gonna pull it off. You know, because we don't see anything in them to fear from the first leg. So we at home now, so we have to press forward. And I don't want him to play that thing where we want to be defensive and catch him on the counter. If we lose, just lose going out, all guns blazing. You know? Yeah.
What I said, Devin, I know you're speaking from an emotional and subjective stance, so I'll
Mm.
forgive you for that one. But listen, I don't know how you say you never see anything from the first leg when PSG should have probably given a 5 love in that
You always
first
say
leg.
should have, could have, would have. It didn't happen.
Yeah,
And you
yeah, it
both
never
missed a
happened. But
penalty.
no. Of course, everybody miss penalty.
Yeah.
Who is take penalty over 100% record? Everybody miss penalty.
Yeah,
But
so
what
that
I'm
could have
saying
been.
is that
I'm
yeah,
not knocking him for missing a penalty because you say
good,
it could have been 2, it could have
good.
been 3, but it
Let
wasn't.
me tell you.
So we can't
Let me
reason
tell
it
you.
like that.
Yes, sure. But PSG will dominate the game tomorrow. When I say dominate, they will dominate the game tomorrow. They will run all over
Dominate
you guys.
position.
They will dominate everything. They'll dominate the shots. They'll dominate possession. They will pepper. They will pepper Real Madrid. Like this are no real Sociedad want to play over the weekend and come back 4-1 and a
4-1,
dance
right?
from them and so absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like this is PSG and they're serious about their Champions League aspirations. And obviously, Messi missed a penalty in the first leg. I know he has that in the back of his head, but he's back in Spain, back in his little stamping ground. Him boxing up over there all the time. So I'm looking for Messi to have an exceptional game. I'm looking for Neymar to finally come alive. Obviously, Mbappe is going to do Mbappe things, but I just don't want that guy Kim Pembe in the defense. That man worry me every time. Very clumsy, low IQ, not cerebral at all. I don't want that man in the defense. But I think this will be an easy win for PSG. Vinny Jr. will be locked out of the game like how he was locked out of the first leg. Benzema will be non-existent, and it will just be a PSG victory. Just because I respect Real Madrid, I won't give you a Bayern Salzburg scoreline. But I'm looking at a dominating performance from PSG.
So a
So
4 love then.
I'm going, I'm going 4-1, 4-1 PSG. And
Woo!
Pepper Paul, if you're in the comment section, I wanted to buy this game over 2.5. This is soup PSG. And I see PSG
I think
getting Wally odds for win too.
Yeah,
So you cannot
yeah.
buy PSG for win.
The last time I checked, Real Madrid selling at favorite.
So yeah.
last time I saw it, PSG was getting like $3.60 to win. But Michelle, Shakes was the one that said that Salzburg would have won today. But nah lie, man, the comment section are going festive. Man, them in there argue about Skulls average, Gerard, and all these nonsense. But big up on yourself. Emerald, I can't agree with you though, bro. For you to say, all right, producer, Emerald is saying that Skulls, Gigs, and those guys were average talents coming through. Can't agree with you, the same, Emerald. As a United man, can't agree with you. Those players weren't average
Average.
coming up. Yeah, I
Em,
definitely
em,
can't agree with you, this.
Emerald just want to use it for leverage in them argument, man. He just want to use it
All
for
right,
leverage.
so listen, Emerald. They weren't average, but I'll agree with the part where you said that Fergie developed them. He did develop them, but they weren't average talents. Let's be honest. Come on, fam.
I'm just
But
need some polishing. That's all. Need some
when we
polishing.
look at the next game, the next tie is already done and dusted. City walk over once again. Just the scoreline I need from both of you guys.
City, I don't think City is going to back them up again. So I think it's going to be 3-0 Man City.
Evan.
I see a 4. I see a 4 now.
Okay. But just going to give you guys a minute each to talk about any topic, any sporting topic. It doesn't have to be about football. So just go ahead. Evan, start with you.
All right, I go talk basketball, Thursday, I'm looking for the big game Thursday. I'm seeing where there's a Benchmans will be on the bench. I don't know if being on the bench mean anything. Want him on the floor playing. I'll be shocked if Benchmans playing that game. I don't even
No, he
think he's gonna
won't. No,
start.
he won't play.
Yeah,
They already say he won't play.
they say he
But
won't
he's,
play,
he's
right?
trying to
But
use that as his grievance.
I don't
He's
know
going
why
to
they're
file a
gonna say he's on the
grievance.
bench like that's anything. Anyways,
Why should he be on the bench?
I don't know
Bro,
why
play
why the
some
fuck is
ball
it
and just
you?
stay
Supporting the
home.
team. Supporting
Man,
the
tell
team.
yeah, there, man. Support the team
My
by
sentiments
playing.
exactly, Levan. My sentiments exactly. Stay. You should even bother come back. It's a shame. Because I bet you after
Facts.
this game, you're gonna see him suit up and start play because he was scared to go back to that game. Anyways, um, tonight game even though it's against Charlotte. Charlotte. The start of the season, total dominance. Kyrie doing Kyrie things. 13 of 17. He had 44 points, and KD had only KD has only 12 points so far. But I see them start resting the starters now. So looking at it, we're gonna be back to 500 now, 33 and 33. And like Kems was saying, when we're gonna go on a run. So this is the perfect opportunity now to start that run,
Oh,
right?
Thursday now get beaten by about 30
Where is the game playing Thursday?
in Philadelphia.
In Philly. In Philly. In Philly. So Philly, Kyrie and KD will be suited up. So
Okay.
the only thing that I want to say, and this is the main thing I want to mention, is like the last game we lose against Boston is like KD had a great game, Kyrie had a average game. This game, KD only take 12 shots, right? He has 12 points. Kyrie has 44 points. So I would love whereby in a game both of them we
That's
need both of them to
happening.
go off. Yeah, I just need both. I don't know how they're gonna do it in terms of the ball sharing, because it's just because KD's having a bad night in terms of like shooting it by his standards. Because 5 from 12, that's not KD standard. Like so, Kyrie had 18 shots and he has 12 shots. So I don't know. Going forward, I just want to see both of them. I like over 20. We need that in order to beat Philly, because people are talking about Philly, whatever. But what I see so far, both of those guys getting the easy 20 points easily. No, it's like with no much work, you know, they're getting it. Nobody worrying about sharing the ball, Embiid having the ball, or Harden having the ball. So we just want both of them to go off, and we can beat them. So Thursday comes, we'll go bust up Philly.
All right, Ken. Before I get to your minute, I see a comment from Adlan saying that one CR37 was back in training today after being injured over the weekend. Shaky.
They said
Totally
that he
shaky.
wasn't. They said that he wasn't injured though.
They said he was,
I saw some reports that say he wasn't injured. But
but shaky. But
we-
shoot your minute, bro.
I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Really a lot of stuff. Freaking, and I hope Devin can engage me in this. So Westbrook, right? So Westbrook came out, and after he had another bad game, there was no LeBron, no AD. Now is your time to shine. He had 14 points, 5 of 17 shooting, 5 turnovers, just absolutely horrible. Now, his wife come out and say, "Oh, she's getting death threats, death sentences, blah 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 blah."
LA.
All right, so that don't agree with that. We have to keep the thing.
Jawline right this
Man.
man.
Yeah, man, you have to draw a line there. So, but he's saying that he doesn't want to be called Westbrook. He said he doesn't like the name Westbrook because when his son go to school, his son is proud of the name Westbrook. So, how is it going to look if his son hear them calling him Westbrook? So listen, and again, I will say it. People only want the good that come with stuff. So when them call him Mr. Triple Double, I don't hear him complain and say, "Hey, call me Westbrook. My name is Westbrook."
Yeah,
When
man.
Right,
them
My
right.
son,
call
my
him,
son, my son, my son, my son likes the name Westbrook, so I want to be known as
exactly.
Westbrook.
When them
Right,
call him,
right.
Brody, I don't hear him say, hey, it's Westbrook."
Beat him, the voice.
No,
Beat the boy,
but
man.
but then when them call him Westbrook now, then no, oh, everybody have a problem.
Put some respect on him knee.
Listen, Levin. They're talking about his basketball play. That's all they're doing. Listen,
True.
Westbrook, out of 152 persons, Westbrook is dead last in the NBA from three. Dead last. Free throws, Westbrook is third to last in free throws.
Damn.
Right? Free throw percentage. Third to last. This is the starting point guard of the Los Angeles Lakers making $44 million a year. You want to know our next stat? For persons who take 6 shots or more in the restricted area. If you know what the restricted area is in the NBA, it's right under the freaking basket, right? If you take 6 shots or more in the restricted area, for players who do that, Westbrook is dead last.
Dead last.
Not first, second, third, dead
Are you
freaking last.
not even touching turnover stats yet?
Oh gosh, he's leading the league in turnovers, running away
By far,
with the
man,
league.
not even close.
So now, when I look at that now, and I'm saying, if your issue is that Westbrook is a problem, and again, this obviously I know he has no self-awareness. In the interview, and people say, "Oh, the media pick on him and so," and why they don't pick on Steph Curry, and I keep on saying, when Steph Curry is struggling, you don't hear Steph Curry come out and say, "Oh, nonchalant, blowing off the media." Steph Curry say, "Hey, I'm playing bad. We're playing bad.
Right.
But this is
Yeah,
not
man,
what our team is."
call a spade a spade. That is what
Yeah,
I respect
yeah.
about Steph.
True.
Westbrook, when he
That's
come, I have no expectations. I came here with no expectations. I just came here, it's basketball. All the fans booing me, they could boo themselves right back to their house. I don't care about what they have to say. But man, this is
What
not
was it?
Oklahoma
yeah,
City.
and that's a
Statement
part
was
of it, James. You said like
Yeah,
it's when Steph said that now. That's why the media love him. And when he have a bad game the next time, and say
exactly.
if Brown or somebody else have a bad game, they will not pick on Steph. They pick on
Yeah.
somebody else. But with
This is
Westbrook
not.
attitude now,
Yeah, not what you said, Evan.
What was his full statement? Because I'm trying to remember the last part about it in regards to you saying that he doesn't want his kids to go to any of the matches or anything like that because of play
Yeah,
time.
so he was saying that when they used to do it, he used to ignore it, but now it's affecting his family, so now he's going to nip it in the bud. So the last
No,
game
no,
they
no,
were
not that
calling.
part, man. He mentioned something in regards to basketball at the end, I think.
Oh,
hey,
when he was saying, it's just basketball. If it's just make or miss shots, The part there?
Yes, something along that line.
Yeah. Yeah, you were saying, yeah. So you were
I see
saying,
this.
man, at the end of the day, you're saying at the end of the day, it's just basketball. I go, I don't pay much mind. I go to my home with my beautiful kids and my family. Like, those are not the things where you say, yeah, Lakers franchise where you are the glaring problem. Like you don't say things like that. Like, and I agree with Michelle. You must take accountability for your actions, right? You're getting $44 million. This is not Oklahoma City. This is not Houston. This is not Washington. This is the Lakers. Right? You have to take accountability for what you're doing. So right now, it's not looking good, and I don't know what he's going to do. But the man is leading the league in all the bad stats, and
I
when
have
he's
one thing
supposed
to
to
say
be,
to Westbrook. You say the same thing that I just mentioned about Ben Simmons. I'm going to tell Westbrook. Shut up and go play basketball.
Ben Simmons now, he wants to file a grievance against the Sixers. Trying to get back $20 million from them. So he's trying to find a grievance, say, they mistreated him and all of that. So that's why he's showing up to the game to see how them treat him and so, and see if it can help in grievance case. I don't know if it's going to help it or not. But as I said, yesterday we spoke about it. There are 16 athletes that's representing the country in track and field indoor championships.
Boy.
Three dege man. Three man. Chris Taylor, Nigel Ellis, somebody else. I'm not
There's one
remember
more.
right now. There's one more I'm not remember right now. Chris Taylor, Nigel Ellis, and some other bug. Right? And then you have 13 females. You have Brittany Anderson.
Ronald Levy.
Yeah, Ronald Levy. You have Brittany Anderson. You have Daniel. You have them have a 4x4 team. The men couldn't even cultivate a 4x4 team. So like me, I forgot really start back and jump back in the track and field because like they need some help over the man section. But as I said, Aaron Rodgers is coming back to the Green Bay Packers 4 years, 200 million. So that make it he still has 1 more year on his current deal, and then in 2024 that 4 years will kick in. Really excited for that. They franchise tag Devontae Adams, so he's coming back. Russell Wilson went over to the Broncos. Broncos ready to win now. NFL season gonna be really nice. I think that's all I have. Baton Bearstow want to make a 150.
All right, bro. Thanks to everybody that has tuned in. As I said before, man, the comment section was on fire tonight. You guys going back and forth, Emerald against the whole entire comment section, but man, that's what I like to see, man. The discussion was quite entertaining, and that's what we're here to do, man. We inform, we entertain, and all you have to do is just read our description on YouTube, and you'll see what we're all about. And remember, guys, keep on liking the content, keep on subscribing, keep on sharing because you've not been doing the job from the other day. So we need to see more viewership because just like you guys are here enjoying it, get some more people to come and enjoy it as well. And also, big up to Kems, big up to Devin, and big up to our producer for making this happen. And guys, also, if you haven't subscribed to Males Podcast as yet, ensure that you go over there and hit that subscription button because, trust me, that show is hot. And if you want to be entertained with a lot of females on screen and in the comment section, that is the place for you. If you want to have discussion about topics that is open-minded, nothing all against, that's the place for you. So go on over and subscribe to the Males Podcast. Enjoy the rest of your night, folks. Big up on yourself. Peace
Yeah.
out.